Hi everyone, and welcome back to part 6 of our Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic 2. I think we're going to go ahead and just finish out the Paragus mining facility here. Going to try and start making these Let's Plays a little bit longer. I think I've got it set up to where we can actually have them about a 45 minutes to an hour or so each. Amy's here, we must leave at all costs.
The one that fired upon the Ebon Hawk as we attempted to rescue you. And he will not let us go without blood being shed. The story is a long one, and time is short. Come, we must go, and quickly.
Alright, well, let's go.
We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock is already opened, and if so, we must be on our guard. If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that...
Let's get Kreia all created here. She's going to have lots and lots and lots of wisdom / charisma. Treat injury is going to be all the way high, and her stealth is, yeah. Well, no. Alright, so it looks like we've got some people chasing us. You know, I'm sure they'll show up eventually here. But for now, let's go grab Aden and get the hell out of here.
What in space is going on? Who's this? Another Jedi? What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking?
Alright guys, so it'll take too long to explain, we need to leave now.
Alright. I'm guessing that Republic ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
I hope your talent for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together will be short indeed.
Yeah, and I'm also good at running and drinking, Your Majesty. And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic, that warship's the only way off this station. Good thing we have a clear run to the ship.
Threat. Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue.
Nah, you were pretty clear. I'm just not a fan of assassin droids.
Clarification. Assassin droid is such a crude term, Master. Reserved for Durasteel drones uploaded with only the most archaic kill programs. The function I perform has been referred to as wanton slaughter. I prefer to see it as a means of facilitating communication, resulting in the termination of hostilities.
Well, looks like you did kill all the miners.
Answer, Master. The miners intended to place you in jeopardy. I could not allow that to take place, so I was forced to negotiate a termination of hostilities. After reprogramming the mining droids to mine any organics they perceived, they began to kill the miners one by one. Then
I gotta say, that is a pretty great way to just slaughter people.
drove the miners into their dormitories, where I was able to gas them all at once without wasting time hunting them through the mining tunnels. I then administered a large dose of sedatives to the remaining miners in the med bay, enough to kill them, but ensure you slept peacefully. Of course, against my calculations, you awakened from your tank prematurely. I am ashamed by the inconvenience both of us.
And so you ordered the mining droids to kill me.
You misunderstand me, Master. Those droids were there to guard you. As I said, I did not anticipate you awakening from the tank. You are quite a hardy specimen for a Jedi. A wrung toe among humans, if you will indulge me the metaphor. Besides, as you proved, Master, such droids could never pose a threat to a Jedi. The droids were custodial in nature, cleaning the facility of other distractions.
Why did you want to capture me?
It is beyond the scope of my programming to probe the motivations of my clients, Master. Suffice to say that I am being well compensated for my services. You have been a difficult target to find. You have been wandering the galaxy since the end of the Mandalorian Wars, leaving little record of your passage. It is as if you did not wish to be found by hunters such as myself, or more likely, the Jedi Order.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the Jedi Orders.
Chiding answer. My programming renders me incapable of revealing the identity of my client, Master. However, I am free to say that my client is wealthy and very interested in possessing the last of the Jedi.
Yeah. I mean,
Admission. It was a matter of chance, Master. I happened to be serving as a protocol droid on the Harbinger when you booked passage. After that, it was a simple matter to sabotage the Harbinger and call for a retrieval. Irritated statement. However, when the Ebon Hawk appeared and salvaged us from the wreckage, I was forced into a series of rapid recalculations, culminating in our current situation.
well,
Resignation. Very well.
you know what I didn't do for Kreia? I did not grab Force Lightning, and that is the easiest way to beat this thing. Just give her Force Lightning and let her go to town on these guys. That's okay.
I hear you.
Failing, Master.
Yes.
Alright, so. Well. That could have gone better. Forgot you ran away. I thought I thought maybe you could kill him before he actually self-destructed, but apparently not. Oh well. Let's see here. So we're just doing this real quick, because it's, you know... gives us stuffs. And, you know, we got like 60 XP out of it. Not really a whole lot of XP, really, but, I mean... XP is XP is XP, I guess. So I've been thinking about it, and I've been trying to decide whether or not it's worth getting medium armor proficiency or not. And I think it is, but I'm not sure. I actually have to kind of look at feat progression and figure that out, but...
I sense no one on board.
You sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blaster fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
Hey now, I'm not really a Jedi anymore.
If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
Look, I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Paragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Paragus ever recorded. Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their Navicomputer. They'd have to.
So why don't we just get their codes then?
Well, we'd have to get to the bridge. I mean, well, that's the biggest problem I can see.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Let us go. Our enemies gather while we wait.
All right, but this won't end.
So gained a little bit of influence with Atten there. I think Atten is going to be one of the people I keep with me. Probably Atten and maybe Handmaiden. I don't know. We'll find out.
We have taken on passengers to Telos.
Sir, we've just received an emergency broadcast. A freighter under attack by Sith forces.
Can you get an ID on the ship?
Yes, sir. We have its ID signature. It's not in our databanks, but its profile suggests some low-stock freighter. It says it's being hit hard by a Sith warship. Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command before we move to intercept.
That's not very friendly of you.
Report.
The Sith warship is empty, sir. We attached an umbilical and sent 3 strike teams through it, and there's no sign of a crew or its commander.
There's no one on board? What about the escape pods?
They're still in their berths, sir. This place, it's empty. It's like a ghost ship.
Then who was firing at the freighter?
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit, badly damaged. Did you still want a tractor beams to the Harbinger?
Search the freighter and the warship one more time. If they're clean, then we'll tractor the freighter over.
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter worth all the effort. We'll find out.
Everyone in the Ebon Hawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks human, but he's fractured in several places.
Then keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those Sith on the warship went. We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab.
I have come for the Jedi.
that's not very good.
No. Communications just got cut.
Send a security team to MedLab, now!
Alright, well, another person out to kill me. Pretty much, you know, pretty much the way my life works, it seems. Or, you know, at least this character's life works. So before we go any further, I want to come up here, search this place. See if we can't find any cool stuffs. Now see, I know in the original version there was a retinal combat implant. Unity critical hits, awareness 1. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? So anyways, like I was starting to say. In the first one, in the med bay, there's a pretty good... Constitution is that high? Wow. That's crazy. Uh-oh, we'll have to see.
and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malik, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to wait. As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of his identity. I have some reservations about turning the Harbinger into a passenger liner, but the orders were clear. Whoever this passenger is, he's got diplomatic level priority, whether he knows it or not.
Of course I do. I'm important.
We picked up a distress signal and are sending a message to the Republic for permission to investigate. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel's ID signature to the Republic. According to the message, it's being pursued by Sith forces. There's no match for the vessel in our databanks, but the profile of the distress signal suggests it's a stock freighter of some kind. We'll only know for sure when we arrive, and we'll find out if the signal's genuine or a trap. We wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that has taken place in the sector, and we've received a distress signal.
You have permission to divert course, Captain. If there's a Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature on the freighter.
It's Karthanasi.
Yes, sir. We did not
He is one of the companions in the first game.
So we transmitted the code to you. Was there a match?
There was, Captain. If you find any trace of that vessel, even wreckage, I want it.
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the passenger. It is of the highest importance that he reach Telos.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure he arrives intact.
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Onasi out.
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing. I'm always being kept in the...
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again, see if there's anything he needs. Try not to be too obvious about it. His safety is our top concern.
Statement. I shall use the utmost discretion, Captain. As always, it is my pleasure to serve.
Alright. So. learned a little bit about history. Do we play all of them?
We wanted to check with you, sir.
Yep, okay.
We picked up...
Whoops. There it goes. Alright, I just wasn't sure if that was one that we should played or not.
I hear you. I hear you.
This shall not stop us for long.
Exchange work gloves. +1 dexterity, +1 computers, 3 demolitions. Yeah, that works. It's better than insulated gloves at this point. Give us that dex. Nice. You know, before I actually continue here, I want to see, I think there's a bit more that we could have gone and discovered, so I'm going to go look at some of that stuff first real quick. I'm kind of a fan, one of those people who I want to check for everything. I think in any RPG you just kind of have to. Otherwise you end up just kind of just missing out on really good stuffs. And especially since I'm still using this piece of crap miner's uniform instead of like actual armor, since I don't think the armor that I'm actually that I actually want and generally use is actually in the restored content mod. I think it was removed.
I will silence this one.
Combat suit. Alright, well that'll work just as well actually. It's obviously not as good as, you know, some things, but that's okay, I think. I'll go Kreia, and we'll go ahead and give Kreia the miner's uniform. I'll give you that. I will give. All the escape pods have been locked. They cannot be used. Okay. Well, hey, you know what? We got a nice piece of armor. It's not as good as the one that is in the standard version, I believe, because I believe that one is I believe that is the one that lets you use force powers as well. It's a light armor, but does not prohibit force powers, which is just amazing. Because it counts as armor as well. It's a light armor, but if you can wear armor, you have much better stuff that you can actually put into it, like mods and stuff. I'm not much about mods. I mean, basically mods in general. There's only a few of them that you can place in something that is not classified as an armor, like a rope or whatever. So we'll just go ahead and some credits, some components. Hey, it's my room. These are my quarters.
When?
Before I lost
We do not have
consciousness.
much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
You're requested to report to the Harbinger Medical Bay for routine examination. This routine is automated. Simply insert the data pad. Alright, and we get our armband for +1 constitution, which puts us up to 15. So
I hear you.
that doesn't open. Locked. And
This shall not stop us for long.
not quite sure what's going on here, or why I don't have... Alright, well that was odd. Alright, so I'm really not sure what exactly happened there. That was close. All of a sudden, it was like I just could not hit them at all. I don't know if it bugged out or I just got really, really unlucky. I mean, my weapons disappeared as well, so I think it might have bugged out. I'm not entirely sure how. We'll see.
This shall not take us for long.
Yeah. Well, that's more like how it should go. Who knows? Stuff happens. Didn't die, so. Go and just heal. Calic Jace's treatment request. Sedatives administered during routine examination 3.5 days ago. Emergency override enacted. Dosage exceeds safety protocols. During your last medical exam, you were administered a delayed sedative that would kill a normal human being. That must be what rendered you unconscious when the Harbinger was taken out. Identify Kolto tank. Alright, yep. Check medical logs.
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this. Checking the survivor from the Sith vessel. I'm not sure whether he's alive or dead, or what's even keeping him together. His flesh is cracked and scarred, and I'm registering several thousand fractures in his skeleton, as if each bone was splintered repeatedly over time, then put back together. Judging from the scar tissue, I believe these wounds took place before his death. If so, he must have been in constant pain. I have no idea what's been keeping him together. This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone to find more of the crew. With him or Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing stealth generators, but I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, they must have come on board the Harbinger. I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't call for help. I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord. Alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
Alright. So, found records of your medical treatment. It's not long after the treatment you fell unconscious. You were most likely drugged. After that, you were taken off the ship by the Ebon Hawk. Shiny heavy armor. So yeah, so that right there is what holds the really good armor on the... Actually, it might be this one. It's one of these that holds the really good armor on the vanilla playthrough. Sonic Carbine. Yeah, it was the other one. Alright, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and come here. Repair. And he's going to follow us around and heal us now, because he's a good guy.
What is it? Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and stop it right after Kreia leaves, and we'll go ahead and do the rest in the next part. It took a little bit longer than I was expecting.
Don't you feel it? Something's gonna get real wrong real quick.
How do you know
You
that?
don't survive on the rim as long as I have without knowing when trouble's coming. Alright, don't trust me.
Gain some influence with that. So we're going to go ahead and save it here. Thank you so much for joining me for the this portion of the Knights of the Old Republic Part 6. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you guys have a great time, and look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.